Do not let the roles you play in life make you forget who you are. As soon as a religion comes to dominate, it has as its opponents all those who would have been its first disciples. Life is short. If you doubt me, ask a butterfly. Their average lifespan is a mere 5 to 14 days. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, and you will be happy. After your death, you will be what you were before your birth. The truth is, going against the internal stream of ignorance is way more rebellious than trying to start some sort of cultural revolution. If you know how to remain peaceful from within, then there is nothing in this world that can create trouble in you. Life gives us choices. You either grab on with both hands and just go for it, or you sit on the sidelines. I will not deny, but that the best apology against false accusers is silence and sufferance, and honest deeds set against dishonest words. Every problem is an opportunity for a solution. More at qpe.co.in. Only when compassion is present will people allow themselves to see the truth. All people know the same truth. Our lives consist of how we choose to distort it. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. When first we practice to deceive. Accidents happen. Our bones shatter, our skin splits, our hearts break. We burn, we drown, we stay alive. Only by examining our personal biases can we grow as artists. Only by cultivating empathy can we grow as people. It is your responsibility to find fault with me. It is mine to hear you out. But don't expect me to change. Once you realize you deserve a bright future, letting go of your dark past is the best choice you will ever make. The stupid neither forgive nor forget. The naive forgive and forget. The wise forgive but do not forget. In the future, there will be no female leaders. There will just be leaders. Choose your steps wisely because your footprints may be followed by others. I'm sorry for my inability to let unimportant things go, for my inability to hold on to the important things. A better future is shaped by collective efforts to make the right social and political choices as a progressive society. Great leadership is always coupled with the mindset, motivation, and momentum of great service. It's always hard to lose somebody. It leaves a hole in your heart that never grows back. If truth is not acceptable, it becomes the imagination of others. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. Simple to life, simpler will be your instincts. The laws that govern universe will obey your simplicity. Faith keeps our ships moving, while empathy and the memories of our experiences lead to wisdom. Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way, if you let it. I would rather die of passion than of boredom. Life is a series of surprises and would not be worth taking or keeping if it were not. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. It would be so nice if something made sense for a change. I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now. Truth has a resonance to it that fills the cracks where falsehoods lie. A strange thing, words. Once they're said, it's hard to imagine they're untrue. You rely too much on brain. The brain is the most overrated organ. I felt lonely and content at the same time. I believe that is a rare kind of happiness. Learning to distance yourself from all the negativity is one of the greatest lessons to achieve inner peace. Do your own thing on your own terms and get what you came here for. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The day you become old is the day you're not looking for new experiences anymore. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. When terrible things have happened to you, sometimes the promise of something good can be just as frightening. For every good reason there is to lie, there is a better reason to tell the truth. Never break or fold. That's what it takes to be major. The selfish man suffers more from his selfishness than he from whom that selfishness withholds some important benefit. Truth is confirmed by inspection and delay, falsehood by haste and uncertainty. Perhaps it would be simpler if you just did what you're told and didn't try to understand things. Books are mirrors. You only see in them what you already have inside you. When you are like the tree, there is oneness with the earth, sun, and moon, but still steadfast in your purpose. Life's under no obligation to give us what we expect. A celibate clergy is an especially good idea because it tends to suppress any hereditary propensity toward fanaticism. I do not believe anyone can be perfectly well who has a brain and a heart. Anak muda adalah kejelisahan dirap lang kanya adalah perubahan. There is another alphabet, whispering from every leaf, singing from every river, shimmering from every sky. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. You will never break free from your constraints unless you're willing to risk failure to test the strength of your perceived bonds. The truth is never what you want it to be, little fox. No power on earth, if it labors beneath the burden of fear, can possibly be strong enough to survive. Maybe the truth is I really want to like you instead. You can change your mind. Don't let your mind change you. All things remarkable are surprisingly simple, albeit difficult to find. But I do know which is the least popular. The truth. Sometimes being happy takes effort. Invest time and energy in yourself and your happiness. Maybe this is why we read, and why in moments of darkness we return to books, to find words for what we already know. To be even-minded is the greatest virtue. Wisdom is to speak the truth and act in keeping with its nature. The decision is your own voice, and opinion is the echo of someone else's voice. It was the truth, and like any truth, it was powerful. The cause of most of man's unhappiness is sacrificing what he wants most for what he wants now. Truth is that which makes a people certain, clear, and strong. Different languages, the same thoughts, servant to thoughts and their masters. With a secret like that, at some point the secret itself becomes irrelevant. The fact that you kept it does not. The most important reason for going from one place to another is to see what's in between, and they took great pleasure in doing just that. If you really want to make an impact, consider the unborn. Peter Ojo. There were many terrible things in my life, and most of them never happened. We're all too driven by materialism, obsessed with success, with money, with trying to impress people who will never be impressed. I don't fancy colors of the face. I'm always attracted to colors of the brain. Every day is a blank canvas just waiting for you to paint into it beautiful experiences and positive energy. If everything was perfect, you would never learn and you would never grow. Always find opportunities to make someone smile and to offer random acts of kindness in everyday life. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. Kananji yang lalu, hadapi yang baru dengan penakesiakaran. Everything is funnier in retrospect, funnier and prettier and cooler. You can laugh at anything from far enough away. Overconfidence blurs out the risk. Inferiority magnifies it. The laughter of the world is merely loneliness pathetically trying to reassure itself. Sometimes problems don't require a solution to solve them. Instead, they require maturity to outgrow them. Something deep inside calls us to adventure and to brave the unknown. There is a bit of wilderness within all of us. Everything that happens before death is what counts. There's nothing wrong with you. There's a lot wrong with the world you live in. And definitely get out of high school and make everyone sorry. Success in life is not for those who run fast, but for those who keep running and always on the move. To care about your outward appearance is important, but what's more important is to have a beautiful soul. In good company, one must never want to be entirely and solely right, which is what all pure logic wants. We have to be honest about what we want and take risks rather than lie to ourselves and make excuses to stay in our comfort zone. If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt, as far as possible, all things. Like a running blaze on a plane, like a flash of lightning in the clouds, we live in the flicker. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. For truth is always strange, stranger than fiction.